In this video, we'll show you how to send a newsletter with BannerMailer. We'll begin from the main BannerOS dashboard. Click the Grips menu in the top navigation and choose BannerMailer, or click the Grips tab below and click the BannerMailer icon. Once in BannerMailer, click the Newsletter menu in the top navigation and choose Send Newsletter, or click the Send Newsletter icon in the tabs below. Next, choose a mailing list that you wish to distribute this newsletter to. If you also have BannerOS installed, you may also be able to choose from available member sets. Enter an appropriate from email address, from name, and subject. This is the name, email address, and subject line that will be associated with the distributed newsletter. Using the WYSIWYG editor, create the content of your newsletter. If you wish to use an HTML template as a starting point, click the blue button underneath the template heading in the upper right corner. This brings up a pop-up window which allows you to choose a pre-designed template available from the BannerMailer template library or a custom template if any have been created. After choosing a template, it will appear in the WYSIWYG editor and you can modify it as desired. While creating your newsletter, you may want to periodically save your changes to prevent any unexpected losses. To do this, click the Verify button at the bottom of the page, then click Save as Draft. To view saved drafts, click the Newsletter menu in the top navigation and choose Newsletter Archive. The Newsletter Archive displays lists of scheduled newsletters, newsletter drafts, and archive newsletters which have already been distributed. Before scheduling your newsletter for distribution, it's a good idea to send yourself a test. Various email clients and webmail systems display HTML emails slightly different from each other, so for optimal results, we recommend sending tests to several different email addresses to check for inconsistencies and errors. To send a test email, enter one or more email addresses separated by commas in the address line under the WYSIWYG editor. Then click Verify. On the following page, click Send Test Email. At this point, it may be a good idea to save your newsletter as a draft, then come back to it once you've viewed the test emails. When you're ready to distribute the final newsletter, enter a confirmation email address in the address bar and click Verify. The confirmation email address will receive an email notification once the newsletter has completed its distribution. Choose a distribution day and time, and choose if you'd like to archive the newsletter. If you choose Yes, this newsletter will appear in the newsletter archive that is available to your website visitors on the front end of your website. When distributing newsletters, keep in mind that it may take several minutes or more for your newsletter distribution to complete. This depends on current server status as well as the number of recipients to which you are sending your newsletter. After your newsletter has been distributed, you can view statistics pertaining to it by locating the newsletter in the archives and clicking the View Stats button. And that's the basics on how to send a newsletter with BannerMailer. Thank you for choosing BannerView.com.